Hey guys, this is Kamikan, and I just recently had a conversation with a buddy who, while we were talking, he asked me, "What have you read recently?" or "What are you reading? What are you watching? What are you enjoying recently?" And all I could think of was the most current anime that are airing right now, like Frieren, Hell's Paradise, JJK, and I was wondering, like, well, am I watching those because I really, really like them, or am I just watching them to keep up with trends? I think part of my job as a creator, as a comic creator, is to understand what the zeitgeist, which is like the overall ideas and idioms that the general public is into or is feeling, is to understand what they are into at the moment. Like, what types of things are they gravitating towards? The anime community is gravitating towards the big shows, Frieren, One Piece, JJK, that kind of thing. And I'm like, well, part of my job is to understand what are people gravitating towards and dissect that for my own work. But then I wonder, like, am I limiting myself? Am I really limiting myself by not engaging with things that I truly actually enjoy? And it's so difficult to actually find something that you really enjoy, that you are super into, that you don't want to put down, that you'll go back to over and over again, just to enjoy more of the same moments. Like, you already know what's going to happen, but you want to go back to it just because you enjoyed it that much. I had those feelings with the anime called Slayers, which is about a female magician who goes around traveling the world and defeating monsters and looking for rare treasures and that kind of thing. And it was such a fun series, the 1990s series. Like, it was back in the 1990s, and I will still go back to scenes from that because it was that hilarious. It was that great. And it appealed to me so specifically. It's like, well, it's really difficult to find that again. It's really difficult to find something that will appeal to me that hard. And I'm wondering if I'm limiting myself by not trying to seek out these works, like not trying to actually go out and look for something that would appeal to me even more than what is currently airing. Like Nana, for example, like that's one of those series that appeals to me so hard that I'm just like, well, nobody's talking about it right now. There's no like discussion videos about it right now. Like, everyone's just talking about the latest thing, and I'm like, well, part of my job is to keep up, but I'm wondering if I'm missing something by not going back and reading a novel or two, or enjoying something that's a little bit more of a difficult text to dissect and parse through. Like, I definitely want to enjoy more novels and that kind of thing, but I don't want to sit there and listen to them like an audiobook. For me, it would just feel like another piece of content that I'm listening to in the background while I do other work. I want to actually sit with the book and read through it and enjoy all of it. Like, just flip through the pages, and then be like, all right, I got the full effect. And I have lots of manga and lots of comics like throughout my room. Let me show you. Lots of comics through my whole room that I could be reading. Like, I could be looking at them, could be checking them out, and I just don't make the time for them. I want to read through all of them, but I don't think I would even like most of them. Most of the comics that I have, I picked up for the art. I picked up because the art would stand out to me, and I would want to learn from them. I would just reference them and use them to improve my own art abilities. But nowadays, it's like, as a creator, I just don't have that much time to really engage with a lot of comics. And the anime that I'm watching right now, I just watch while I eat breakfast or eat lunch. And I just don't feel that deeply connected with it beyond the surface level. It's just kind of, you know, I enjoyed that experience, but it didn't touch my senses in the way that, let's say, Slayers or Revolutionary Girl Utena or Nana would engage me. Like they just don't have the same flavor. They don't have the same charm. They don't have the same visual aesthetic that I'm into. A lot of anime these days has the same kind of, what I consider kind of grayed out color palettes. A lot of things look the same. A lot of things are animated the same. Like, it's just like visual noise, like lots of movement, but it just doesn't hit the same as classic anime. One day when I can slow down and do more in-depth videos on this channel, I want to show you exactly what the animators of old in Japan were capable of. Because to me, they're almost like demigods who are just flexing their powers for whatever ideas they had in mind. Like, they could do anything and they would just do it because they could do it. And nowadays, I feel like a lot of productions are just made to cash in on the most hype trend of the day. And there's not really a lot of creativity that I'm seeing. And the ones that are super experimental and creative are just not on my radar, or just not in the taste that I have specifically as a creator or as somebody who really loves the arts. I'm going to show you a peek into what I call my morgue file, where I stash away everything that has truly deeply inspired me over the years, so that you can get an idea of what I actually like in anime, or as a visual aesthetic in animation, so that you understand, like, this is what I'm talking about when I mean like demigods, when I mean like the animation is capable of so much more. But yeah, I feel like I just need to diversify the media that I'm taking in. That could be like novels, other comic books that I just haven't had time to read, and stuff that would just give me a wider range of ideas for my own books. Because I can't survive off of just reading other manga, or I can't just create off of other manga, because those influences would only take me so far, and it wouldn't allow me to give you a different flavor of creation. So that's what I'm going to be working on going forward, trying to find some different books, different medium to take in, and I don't know, maybe I'll report on it on the channel, or just keep it to myself. I don't know, but we'll see more about that going forward. And I hope you'll check out my latest webcomic, Saintly. It is a demon chase horror action comedy about two best friends who have to outrun the demon loan sharks that they borrowed from. Basically, it's like Scooby-Doo meets K-pop Demon Hunters without the K-pop. And the story backs the main character into a corner where she has to decide between the hard path to success or lose her soul to the lure of easy money. And we get to see the ramifications of her choice, and if she can hide this deal with the devil from her friend, or if it will tear them apart. And I hope you read my comic in the description and check out the story. It should appear in your email inbox or your spam folder if you don't see it. And that'll be all for today's video. Please rate, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.